Hello everybody, this is Peter the Rock. It's a Thursday and I'm in a wood, Thursday the 8th of June. Now I'm going along a path I haven't been along before ever, so I don't know where it'll end up, but it's a bit overgrown. This is an ancient, small part of a much bigger ancient forest. And I'm hoping to find a lake in the middle of it. There's a road over there, there's a little glade over there, but we're going to go back. There's several reasons for me being here. It's quite isolated, even though we're in deepest suburbia. There are very few people who actually come into the wood to sit and contemplate life, the universe, and everything, for which the answer is 42 apparently. Anyway, there are lots of little paths, which is quite confusing, but I'm enjoying the light and the shade, the different aspects of the wood. Some trees have been felled there. You can hear the birds squawking away. It's quite dense, the undergrowth here. There's oak, sycamore, all sorts, probably not beech. Ahead there looks as if there could be a lake. Lake may be maybe an exaggeration of what it is. Let's head that way. It's more of a pond, but not many people know this. It's a very, very deep and mysterious pond. It doesn't seem to be fed by any streams or any other water, so the water in it tends to be fairly stagnant. You can see bits of algae, a lot of algae growing on it. And of course flies, where there's algae there are flies, or whatever those things are that fly around sort of incessantly. But it's very interesting because there's a rumour that there's a monster in this pond, the Agamemnon Monster. I don't know if that's true, I've never seen him or it, but perhaps we'll be lucky today, or unlucky, depending on how friendly or not the monster is. The monster of the lake. You almost half expect an arm to come up out of the lake with a sword in it. This is the trouble with ancient tales. They enhance our expectations. But I'm just expecting a monster. No, my demands aren't much higher. It almost looks as if you could walk on it, but of course you can't. I used to know a chap called Old Joe. Now he was an old chap whose name was Joe. He was a pianist, and he might well be the old Joe who used to appear at St Pancras, but didn't play the piano much, as far as I can make out. Now he came with me once to this pond, this lake, and he insisted on having a drink of water. And I said, look Joe, you can't drink from the lake, that water may be poisonous. And he said to me, bah, no, it don't be poisonous, that be just fresh water. Although it looks stagnant, it's full of minerals, very healthy for you. I didn't get to the age I am by avoiding drinking pond water. So I said, look, really, don't drink any of it, Joe. It could make you, give you all sorts of horrible things like leprosy, the common cold, sniffles, who knows. No, I'll be all right. What Joe and I didn't know was there's an unusual split in the terrain underneath the lake, which sometimes releases a little bit of sulfuric acid, which is very strange. I've never known anything like it, which is why you don't see any creatures skipping across the lake, because they know this. And Joe insisted on having a drink of water, and I couldn't stop him. He was so keen. Unfortunately, he drank the water and died, which gave rise to the poem, "Poor old Joe has gone below, his face we'll see no more, for what he thought was H2O was H2SO4. There's a poem there for my chemistry friends, of which there aren't very many. But this is a beautiful garden. You can still imagine the ghosts of old Joe wandering around, the tinkling of the ivories, a horrible death rattle as he breathed his last. Wasn't very pleasant. But that's what you get with a stagnant pond. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, don't drink it or attempt to water ski on it or anything else like that, because it won't do you any good. Anyway, enough of me going on. This is a fairly secret park. Not many, very rarely see people in here. You used to be able to get out that side, but Brunel playing fields are over there, so they kind of fenced it off. But if ever you want a bit of solitude and you're not thirsty, come to the lake. Maybe you'll see old Joe or the Agamemnon Monster, who hasn't appeared today. Nice talking to you. I've enjoyed it.